Hey guys, MiniMatt here.
And returning once again, it is me, MiniMatt.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
I haven't been on one in a while.
You haven't been here since like episode 2.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
So, I'm going to bring up our special little wheel. This is a new feature you don't know about.
No.
Bam. Give it a spin and see what we're going to have to watch.
Oh. Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Samurai Cop.
I believe I know this film. I am fairly certain I know this film.
It's going to bring up a description of Samurai Cop. Joe Marshall and Frank Washington are two police detectives who must stop the ruthless activities of the Katana, a renegade Yakuza gang composed of violent and sadistic killers who want to lead the drug trade in Los Angeles. Question: how does one define a renegade Yakuza gang? Aren't the Yakuza already not following the law?
Maybe they just do it like double.
So, double renegade.
Exactly, like they're crossing this, like they're like you know, jaywalking at the same time, littering.
Does this mean they're renegade Yakuza and Paragon Yakuza?
Yes.
Awesome.
You know what's gonna make this film great?
What?
Our two main characters' names are Marshall and Washington.
That is indeed great.
That's how you know it's gonna be a great 80s action flick.
Well, let's watch this.
I'm ready.
Don't move! What are you gonna do, shoot me?
So they call him Samurai, huh?
His real name is Joe Marshall. They call him Samurai. He speaks fluent Japanese.
Omaha, Yamaha, whatever his name is, right? Are you Fujiyama?
He got his martial arts training from the masters in Japan. He was brought over here from the police force in San Diego to fight us.
I want him dead! I want his head cut off and brought here! I want his head on this piano!
I will bring you his head and I will place it on your piano. And we'll see who the real samurai is.
Damn.
God damn you guys. All you've done is cost me bloodshed and mayhem.
Who hired you? Tell me who hired you to kill a cop!
Hey, look!
Police! Don't move, you're under arrest. Stop!
Hey, counselor. We'll see you in court.
Well, this one's dead too. Not captured alive.
Have you been circumcised? Well, your doctor must have cut a big portion of it off.
No, he was a good doctor. I'm telling these son of a bitches that if they continue killing our children, I'll have their stinking bodies in garbage bags and ship them back to Japan for fertilizer. Got it?
I feel like somebody stuck a big club up my ass, and it hurts. I've got to figure out a way to get it out of there.
This is the best 80s film to ever come out of the 90s.
I agree. Like, this is probably the best 80s film I've ever seen, period.
And it's from 1991.
It's from 1991. That was 2 years before I was born. God bless.
So, where do we begin?
I'm trying to remember, like, oh yeah, the movie started with, like, the whole other, like, the fucking, what do they call the katanas?
Yes.
With them, like, killing people.
Yeah.
And they never really delved into that. They're just, like, they're opposite gangs or something, and there was a drug trade, and then...
No, it's because, we have our two cops, Samurai Cop and Black Cop, in a car chasing a drug trade, and then there's a helicopter for some reason.
That shot helicopter, might I add. Oh,
I don't even know how to talk about this film.
No, this is... Like, there's not really a plot. This is, like, shit happening. And you think there's a reason, but they never really
no
go
reason.
into it.
The film does not need to exist.
Oh, but I'm glad it does.
Well,
we can talk about the main character, the Samurai Cop.
Yeah, the Samurai... What was his real name again?
Something...
They just
was
called...
he Marshall?
Yeah, he was Marshall. The black guy was Washington.
Yeah. Yeah. He was... Not as fucking interesting as a wooden plank. And,
He had amazing hair, though.
yeah. Oh god, it was like Fabio, kind of majestic.
So they blow up the drugs by shooting the car?
And then the car, slowed down, touched a rock, and then exploded.
Yes.
But not before some duplicated shots of someone shooting at them.
Yeah, they're chasing. They're trying to shoot them with a shotgun.
Fails
quite a few times.
And let's not forget the awesome camera work that was the in-car camera, which I'm pretty sure
this is shot on Shidio, by the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was just holding it on his lap.
This is shot the way Sword and the Sorcerer deserve to be shot.
That would have been incredible. That would have made that movie better, in my opinion. But then we cut to...
Then, by the way, this film has no transitions.
Oh, yeah.
No establishing shots. We just appear places. It's like you're watching all the cutscenes from a PS1 video game. Just, those...
Like YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Just all the cutscenes.
But without the stuff that gives them relevance.
Yeah. It's so bad. And, this happens a little bit later, but, the scenes do not coincide whatsoever. Like that one scene where they're like, oh, the boss wants to talk to you, and then they cut to the hospital.
I think the scenes are out of order.
I think so too. Holy shit!
And they shoot the van. Then someone gets out of the van and just catches fire. So they use a fire extinguisher on
and a blanket and a blanket. Yeah, then that guy burns horribly, so they have to send him to the hospital.
And then Samurai Cop is fucking a blonde chick.
He's not kidding. It cuts to that. It just cuts to that. Oh, okay. And then it cuts to...
And then they're in the office hey, the chief wants to talk... Hey, the boss is angry. You're in trouble with the boss. He wants to talk to you. Then we cut to them in the hospital.
Telling a guy how to do his very simple job, which is make sure no one goes in except doctors. While, before all that, the dude has to hit on another blonde chick.
Who insults his dick.
A lot.
And then we're with the Yakuza, and we have our various characters. There's a guy with a funny beard. A bald guy with a funny beard.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
There's a guy called Fujiyama, who I dubbed Mitsurugi, because he is, freaking identical to Mitsurugi from Soul Calibur.
Yeah, oh, yes. Yes.
And then there's my favorite character in the movie, Robert Zdar.
No,
who you may know from Maniac Cop.
But,
he plays Yoshida.
Yeah, something like that.
But he doesn't look like he's Japanese.
Apparently he's also a samurai.
He's a samurai, too.
But I don't think that's the best character.
Right, we'll get to him.
We'll get to him. We'll get to the best character, don't you worry. Fuck.
And so he's like, hey, go, this guy, he was supposed to... He knows information, and he's alive. Go fix that. Please, kill him now.
They do.
A redhead takes him in, a trolley.
Yeah, if you've ever been to a hospital, it's that big yellow bag kind of trolley that they have.
He's like, hey, I have to get the garbage. Okay, go in. So she goes in the room with the burned guy.
Fucking Czar comes
rises out of the box
with a sword
and decapitates, but not what you'd expect.
No,
which is what a katana. A katana is sharp enough. You could just swing, chop, heads off. It was you start sawing the head off with the wazakashi.
Butter knife on margin, just.
And so they leave. Then there's a shootout, but they kill a bunch of 3 different security guards. Jump at them and say the exact same line in the exact same way from the exact same voice.
One was a white guy, the other one was a black guy, and the other one I think was a white guy, and they all had a Japanese voice. What was the line? It was like, hey you, wait, or something like that. Hey you,
wait.
And then they just get punched the shit out.
It would have been better if they just made a bell sound and a quotation mark appear over their head. Ding!
Oh Lord, this movie is something. This is only the first 15 minutes, I think. And already all this shit has happened. And then
we go to the boss's office.
Yeah.
And it's your typical police chief.
Yeah, he's like,
You have to do this by the book. If the mayor's riding my ass, I'm gonna lose my job here. I'll have your badge for this, Samurai Cop.
To which then we learn that Samurai Cop was brought over from, I think, San Diego?
San Diego. They have a lot of samurais in San Diego.
Yes, of course. He was trained in Japan, you know.
Apparently.
Apparently he was a cop there, too, or some I don't know. They didn't really go into that.
Freaking gaijin.
But, yeah, so the whole reason they brought Samurai Cop here is because it's to bring the end to the katana.
Also, it has the stupidest fucking line because the Samurai Cop's his partner, the black guy, Washington, it's a katana gang. What does katana mean? You work with a fucking samurai. How do you not know what katana means?
Never came up in conversation, you know.
It's that thing he doesn't carry around ever.
Despite being called Samurai
This
Cop.
film does not have enough sword fight.
No, it has 3, I think? And not even one-on-one, it's just there's a sword in 3 fights. And then I think we
Then they go to the Blue Lagoon restaurant.
Yeah, we cut to the Blue Lagoon.
And it's he basically starts insulting Fujiyama to his face. And the lawyer's like, hey, you can't insult my... I'll sue you for insulting my client. We're just that's not against the law.
He just basically came in and said, hey,
you're an idiot.
Piece of shit.
And then the
black guy, said some witty lines.
Yeah, and then they're... Because that's what he does.
That's what he does. And then, just before they're about to exit the restaurant...
Oh my god.
We get... I'll just say this, we get who owns the restaurant, because...
It's the blonde woman
chick
who's at the table with him.
Who's at the table with him. And we meet the man and the legend himself, John.
I don't think that was his name.
I'm pretty sure... I heard John.
This man... I can't explain him. I know he's Costa Rican. That's all I picked up.
Yeah, because
and that someone killed himself.
Yeah.
You explain this guy.
Okay, it's so hard for me. Okay, you know how every buddy cop movie always has that one quirky little dude who's just there because he can be and he's quirky,
and often very gay.
And often, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Oh no, this dude is. I think he's gay, but he's very.
Effeminate.
Yes, that's the word I was
before you explain it, may I do his voice?
If you can, go ahead.
Oh, thank you, I can! I am from Costa Rica, by the way. This is my first name.
That is...
Himself! He did! He killed himself.
That's the best thing about that film, holy shit.
I wanted him to be the samurai cop.
At the end, he
come back and I'm disappointed. He never shot again.
He only had one
and he stole the entire film.
Oh my... And, you can tell they do because, sing on him. When it was, intershifted to the cops, if it was, for half a second.
It's you've seen Pulp Fiction, and you could. It's the random scene where Christopher Walken comes in. And that's one of the things you remember of the film, if you've only seen it. He is this movie's Christopher Walken.
He is the Christopher Walken guy. Oh my god. So hard to physically describe what happened during that scene. You have to watch it in order to see what kind of character he is. It's unreal.
It's he's not even a human. He's an alien who's studied human, who learned how to act like a human by watching Fantasy Island. That's the only way I can describe him.
Pretty much. Oh, Lord.
And then there's a fight in the parking lot.
Yeah, fight. And then again, one of the next best scenes happens, where someone actually brings out a fucking sword. To a fight.
And he swings it around, just gets shot in the arm. And then,
Samurai
Cop just takes the sword and cuts someone's arm off with it.
No reason to. He didn't pose a threat. He just walked up to it
and then Robert Zadar kills all his own goons.
Because of the whole, silence
code. Yeah, the code of silence. And then he blows up a car.
We think.
And then we're in another scene?
Yeah.
And he's trying to flirt with the blonde chick. And apparently they cleaned up the parking lot real quick.
Yeah, because we're back there.
That same restaurant.
I'm pretty sure the same car was there, too. Because it was next to the red car, and that's where they were hiding behind, and then the car beside it, which was the cop's car, got blown up. And I'm pretty sure it was the exact same cars that were there.
And the flirting, and apparently his flirting works.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't like necessarily works. It just like had an effect.
There's this really and they like focus on this weird lion head that they have on the wall. There's not even a real lion's head.
Looks like a fucking puppet.
Why did you have a fucking puppet head on your wall?
There's a lot of things to question about this movie.
Until you get to the point where you stop questioning and just enjoy the ride.
I will say, I think we should, like, because we covered about, like, at least 30 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
The music
is the best.
Is, like, one of the best things I've ever heard coming from
this
a movie.
This shouldn't be a movie.
It shouldn't.
This should be, like, a Genesis game.
Oh, yeah. Like the music was
Streets
like
of Rage. Like, this game would be like Streets of Rage meets Wild Gunman because of the shootout scenes.
It's a good game.
You mean fucking on me? They decided to make pachinko machines.
Yeah, God bless.
Hit the lever!
Hit the lever. Oh, God. Fucking...
The
only reason I mention that is because, again, this film is, like, really hard to talk about because nothing really happens. Just, it's a scene after another scene. Bad audio takes, Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure half the movie's dubbed.
Yeah.
Like, it's that bad. And, like, the thing is, it's not like a Japanese movie.
No, it's...
That, like, came over here. It's an American film.
It's an American film.
Oh, we never even mentioned, like, the fucking mullets.
Right, Mitsurugi has a mullet in this.
This movie was shot in the 90s.
Everyone has mullets.
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone either has long hair or is bald with a beard.
A few inconsequential scenes happen, and then Samurai Cop and his partner are taking on the guy with the funny facial hair's house.
Right, yes.
He's having sex with a woman, but they break into his house.
Well, they try to.
They try to, and then they kill all the kill all the guards.
And then they, like, run out into a desert.
Yeah, they're in the desert now. A guy, by the way, he's like, "Oh, I'm running. I might as well get dressed." I was expecting he just throws a robe or a pair of pants and a t-shirt. No, like, full dress shirt, belt, shoes, everything. Is like...
Let's not forget, he got the belt that had the secret knives in it.
The secret knife belt.
The secret knife belt.
And then he has a kung fu fight with Samurai Cop.
Kung fu. Quotation marks.
And he tries to stab him in the legs with tiny hidden knives.
It just, like, fails right away.
And then I think his neck is snapped.
No, he gets shot.
Okay. Yeah, he gets shot.
Because, like, he steals the black guy's weapon, and then, like, Samurai Cop just turns around and, like, pops him. And then I think the black guy just goes, "Damn!" Which is, like, what happens in this movie.
And we're back at the, at the gangsters at the at Fujiyama's house.
Oh, right.
It's like, "We have to kill these people, but we can't use our own men. They'll bring it back to us. Call New York and get me some guys from there." And then we see a scene which... I didn't recognize who either character was, and they're looking at, like, this film projector thing. Are they did they accidentally put in, like, behind the scene footage?
Like, it legitimately looked
Who
like
are these people?
Like, they were editing the movie as they were talking about, because even one of the parts is like...
Because it was like they're talking about what should happen in the plot.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, "Oh, it's the mob guy's house." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then it cuts to, like, actors again,
some black guys go into to kill them.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, where's the man with the ponytail?"
There's a tall man with the ponytail. I was like, "Oh, it's another gang going to attack the katanas."
Yeah.
And they're talking about Robert Zadar, because he's the tallest and ponytailest man in the movie.
But no, apparently Samurai Cop decided to wear a ponytail for that one scene only. And then action happened. And then more action happened, and then we cut to another sex scene.
Yeah, just before the action scene finishes, because he's standing, getting his gun out, then we cut to sex.
It just cuts to that.
This movie is out of its mind.
Oh, like, it's going everywhere, fuck.
They decide to, it turns out that, because he had sex with the woman who owns the restaurant.
Not at that point, did he?
No. Who was that he was fucking? I think it was her.
You mean the blonde chick in the beginning?
No, this is another blonde chick, because this is him fucking the blonde chick who owns it. Because there was a romantic scene with the beach and dinner.
Isn't Robert Starr the one who's, like, having sex with the redhead?
Yeah, he's the one that having... Oh, that's the one it cuts to?
Yeah, because that's what they're saying, like, all the men attacked or whatever, and it didn't work.
And then Robert Zadar's having sex with the redhead, and he has to kill someone.
And then more stuff happens.
And then Samurai Cop and the blonde chick get in a relationship, and there's a dinner scene, there's a beach scene that goes on for too long.
Then we cut back to Mitsurugi, who basically says, fuck it, let's just try to kill every one of them. Find out where Samurai Cop is, even though they've never heard of a phone book, apparently.
And then they try to kill a guy who does one of the other cops, like slit his throat and impale his wife.
Yeah. No, they slit her throat and impale him.
Oh right, they slit her throat and impale him, but he takes a long time to die.
Yeah, and
then they're interrogating the black guy.
Who actually kicks ass.
He kicks their ass, and then they're interrogating the blonde cop he has sex with at the beginning, and they burn her legs with oil.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
After she gives them
the information,
the address, and the romantic scene with them. They have sex with the blonde chick. They have sex.
Yeah, with the new blonde
with
chick.
Samurai Cop. And
then he gets a phone call from his partner.
It's like, hey, they're coming to your house. Run away.
And he's all like, oh, come on, tell me what's going on. It's like, he fucking told you that, like, people are coming after you. Fucking run.
The blonde chick who's his new girlfriend goes back home and goes back to the restaurant and is kidnapped by Fujiyama.
Yeah, because pretty much the entire scene is, Fujiyama held a birthday party. Fuck Fujiyama! And then Fujiyama walks in.
I disapprove of that comment.
And then we never see him again until the end of the film. Mm-hmm. And then cut to basically going back to the office.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm gonna fire both. I'll have both of your badges and I'm getting fired.
It's gonna ruin my pension.
But fuck it. I want you to go into Fujiyama's house and kill all those bastards.
And then burn down the house. But the dude's like, fuck it, you know what? If I'm going down...
I'm going down? May as well.
Like, fuck you, everyone else is going down.
So they go through the gate.
Don't even sneak in, they just like walk through
They go... No, there's a metal gate. Samurai Cop climbs over it. Black guy, like, crawls under it. It's like, hey, why'd you go under the gate? Because I'm an undercover cop.
You have to, like, pause the movie and clap.
It's like, what kind of...
I love it.
Well done. You get that.
Like movie. that was good. I like that.
So they kill all the goons. There's a fat Japanese nerd with a katana.
Isn't that after?
Yeah. No, this is on the way into the house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, fine. I choose to forget this film at some point.
They shoot him.
That's a common theme, by the way. Anyone takes out a sword, the black guy just shoots him, and he's like, fuck it, why do we need to fight these guys? I have a gun.
They kill all of the people.
All the people. Black guy wore a bulletproof vest.
Because there's a Mexican standoff because Mitsurugi has a gun to the temple of the blonde chick. So just kill... Like, let me go. I'm... Like, honestly, I'm fucking done with this. I just want to go back to Japan.
Pretty much.
I don't want any more trouble with the cops.
So they drop the guns.
But Black Guy's an idiot in this scene. Because instead of waiting till he gets a clean shot and shooting him in the head,
he fucking speeds.
He's like, hey, wait. So he gets shot, but then he shoots Mitsurugi because he's not actually dead because he had a bulletproof vest.
Again, an actual, like,
then the scene we've been waiting for the whole movie happens.
Samurai Cop versus Zadar.
So first there's a shootout with Zadar and his goons and Samurai Cop. All the goons are dead. So Zadar's
like that one guy that took like 15 shots to take down.
It's like, I challenge...
Overacting, by the way. Can't forget that.
I challenge you to honorable samurai combat. They call you Samurai Cop. Let's see how good you are with a sword.
This was like literally the scene we were waiting for like the entire movie.
And then they my
up.
Inner swordsman dislikes the state Zadar's katana is in.
It looks
because it's
like,
pitted and the blade is
bad.
like chips out of it. Like, oh my god, take care of your sword.
You can tell that they used like multiple shots with it and they just didn't do anything with it.
I think they actually did get this from a comic book shop. This sword.
Oh, it's possible.
And so they're fighting. They repeatedly drop their swords and start punching each other.
Yeah, for no reason. They just like drop them. Like,
then he beats Zadar and is like, "You have lost face." It's like, then the code of the samurai, kill me. Mm-hmm. And so it's like we're excited. That Samurai Cop raises his katana. He's gonna behead Zadar. Black guy's like, "Wait, you're a cop."
And he's like, "Oh yeah, right. You're right. You forgot." And then he just drops the sword.
So Zadar stabs himself in the stomach with a dagger.
And, like, while the black guy goes to, like, try and stop him, he's like, no.
He's a samurai. He wants to die honorably.
And I'm like, at that point, just like,
It's like, fuck you, we want a decapitation.
exactly.
It's on the cover of the movie.
And then that's where it has like a really cool, and by cool I mean stupid shot, like where the camera just like zooms in on Zar's face.
Zadar, and that would be a good place to end.
It would have been a good place
But then
to
they
end.
go back to the beach scene from earlier.
Because, we were so enveloped by these two characters.
And then we get to the credits. That gives us the actors' names.
But not the characters they play.
Yeah. The weirdest credits has the FBI warning in the credits. And then the movie's over.
Mind you, that FBI warning played in theaters, if this movie was released in theaters.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming it was, because it was
Like-
a 90s film.
Drive-ins, I assume. Or something.
But still, like, you don't have the FBI warning in the credits. You have that at the beginning of a VHS tape. Which, for all you youngsters out there watching, a VHS tape is something that's not stupid. It's still useful, and get one.
I actually prefer it to DVDs. Because it doesn't have it's not prone to scratches and dead pixels. It's a hell of a lot more durable. And you know all those FBI warnings and credits and like trailers at the beginning that are unskippable on DVDs? You can fucking skip those.
Yeah. And all of VHSs, I think they're great. So overall, the movie,
What's your score?
I mean, like, it's a cheesy action flick that you watch just to have fun.
It was
So-
fun.
Like, it was a lot of fun. Like, compared to the last one we watched, like, that I was here.
Sword and
Sword
Sorcerer.
and Sorcerer. Like, that movie's stupid. Yeah. But, like, halfway through the movie, I just kind of, like, lost interest. This movie, I was always, like, ready for something.
I watched this.
Considering the music was always fucking pumping.
I watched this movie for Robert Zadar because a few episodes ago, Nelson and I watched Maniac Cop, and he was the Maniac Cop in that, and that was amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was bested by Bruce Campbell. This movie could have benefited from a Bruce Campbell, honestly.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
All movies could benefit from a Bruce Campbell.
But, like,
Robert Zadar has speaking lines in this. This is weird after seeing it was Matt Cordell in Maniac Cop.
but I think as a score, I'd probably give it, like, a 3 out of 10. Just, like, as a movie. But as, like, a ride, I'd give it, like, a 7. Just because, like, it's so much fun to watch.
That's not how we score movies.
That's how I score movies. I never, like, do things weird. I always think straight to the point. How do you do it?
I'm giving it the 3 katanas out of the 20 sword fights we were supposed to have in this movie.
Was like,
And I'm actually taking away a point for the lack of for teasing a decapitation and not doing it.
yeah, it would have been like better if they didn't.
We're here for decapitations.
Yeah, like if they didn't show that scene, it would have been like a little bit better. But like, he was ready to go, and the guy was like, "No, you're a cop." And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right." What a film!
I love this movie.
But like, the thing is, I would recommend it.
Yeah,
To watch it. Like, you need to physically watch it. If anything, just for that guy, whose name I think is John.
It's
I'm
not John.
too
It's
sure.
longer than John.
No, that was his
Because
second name.
the comment is, remember his first name, his last name would have been a novel.
Oh, then.
So,
Oh, Lord.
I've been Merrick D'Amato.
I'm Matt.
See you all next Friday.
Bye bye.
Ciao.